Hey guys, Rizzy Rob here, back with another video. Uh, I want to talk a little bit about the difference between the short squeeze and the moass. And I watched one other person talking about this, and I don't see a lot of other people talking about it. So I was like, I kind of want to address this a little bit because I don't know if he's really getting out there to a lot of people like that. So I thought I'd probably help him out. So the moass is where obviously we get into like the thousands of dollars range that we're looking at. The short squeeze, think about it, it's short. It's only going to a certain price. So the short squeeze is actually where it's only going to, I think from what he was showing on the chart, like, I think it was like precisely around 720, but one other person was saying it was about 800, so it's under the 4-digit range. And then the short, or the moass, is where it gets into the 4-figure range. 1,000 to 10,000 to, I don't know, they were talking about 100,000, which, from what it sounds like to me, somewhere around 25 or 35,000 is what a lot of people are kind of thinking that might be the top. I know I've asked a lot of questions to some of these guys and they're probably tired of me, but that's kind of the difference there. The short squeeze is where they're covering just the real legal shares. The moass is where they're covering all the synthetics that we have no idea how many are. We were speculating, 5 times the float, something like that. And I was thinking, well, if it's 5 times the float, and if it only goes about 800, then that's what, about 4,000? I don't know. Who really knows? I will tell you guys my numbers. I'm not trying to give you guys any financial advice or anything, but it's just what I'm doing. So I agree with kind of cashing out your initial investment and getting that back, because even though we feel like this thing's pretty well in the bag, it's guaranteed, it's always good to have your butt covered. Make sure you can invest another day, because if this thing ever falls through, I've got other things I can fall back on. There's a couple of good stocks that are in a really good buy position, and there's a penny stock, and there's a crypto I'm looking at as well, so I got some good options there. So somewhere around 5 to 700, thinking about cashing out. I don't know, let's say about 100 shares there. After taxes, that would give me my initial investment back, depending on what account I sold it in, because if I do it in my IRA, it wouldn't be liquid, but I wouldn't pay any taxes on it, so that'd be cool. But I was thinking about maybe a little bit of both in my traditional IRA, that way I could have somebody accessible to me. I don't know. I'm still kind of thinking about it. I've got a pretty good idea of what I want to do. But as far as the moass goes, I know a lot of people are talking about holding on to these crazy high numbers. And I don't know, man. Just being in a position I'm in now, a lot of us are, never really had any type of real wealth. And I don't see why risking all or nothing just to get what numbers we think we can get versus securing what will help our family now. I mean, a lot of us been in here, a year and a half. I try to hold out for 10, 15, 20, 25,000 and hold a big portion of our shares, then watch it drop back down, and then come walking away with hopefully a little bit of money, but screwing ourselves out of, life-changing wealth that we could have secured and just not been greedy. I mean, Everybody's going to be greedy at some point, but we just got to keep our emotions, in reality. Think about it. When you're at a certain number, what does that mean for you and your family? What goals do you have? You know, hell, if you get just a total of $1 million in your account, I don't know how many what people have. Hell, let's just say 250,000. Okay. An average dividend stock pays what? A good one can pay 3 to 5%. Let's say 10%, 25,000. Divide that in half. Let's say 13,500. What would an extra 13,500 for you not lifting a finger do for you in a year? That's just with $250,000. I want you to think about stuff like that. I'm not telling you to go out and do it, obviously, but 13,500. That's over $1,000 a month. That's like getting Social Security without having to lift a finger, just for investing in a company. You go to your brokerage job, you go, well, I got paid from the company again. Take it out, have a nice day. Nobody asks you any questions. You didn't have to go work. You didn't have to sweat for it. And all the while you're going out doing whatever, probably working, making even more money. Just up to you. I mean, hell, I've got a dividend stock picked out that, hell, if I made $1 million, I'd be raking in, 100,000 a year. I mean, who's gonna laugh at you about that? And the better question is, would you be mad at yourself if you knew you could have had that, but no, you wanted to hold out for 2 million, or $1.5 million, or $1.25 million? That's why I talk about securing profits along the way, because anything can happen at any moment. If I could stop in all this stuff and they could say, hey, enough's enough, we're putting a cap on this, it's going to cause too much turmoil in the economy, where they got enough on our table, And another YouTuber was talking about be fast and swift and seamless with your emotions. And I like that too. Get in your brokerage account and, check it out, make sure you understand how everything functions. That way, when the day or the days come, you can have a good plan. It's second nature. You kind of move through, not have to sit here and think, oh, how does this work? Oh crap, the price is moving over here. Like, what am I going to do? Freak out, deer in headlights type crap. So I think that'd be really smart to kind of, do a little test run, do a little fire drill. Make sure you know what happens. Try to take minimal damage, minimal losses. These hedge funds, man, they've done it long enough. They know how to do it, like tying their shoes blind. They can probably do it with one finger. Put their shoe up here, place it on this, and then move their finger this way, stuff like that. I mean, we're sitting over here going, I don't have enough brain cells for that. So yeah, I just want you guys to be safe, because there's going to be more to come. I mean, there's a lot of other stocks out there. You can take whatever money you want and do whatever you want with it. I'm going to be rolling mine over. I'm going to take a little bit. I'm going to put it in a safe at home and take another, then probably leave it in the bank. Have a little bit of diversification there. Normally I'm not big on diversification, but with everything going on, it might help to have a little bit of a, whip some money. But yeah, I recommend the credit union thing too. I've been hearing a lot about it. JP Morgan will probably survive as well as Bank of America, but who knows about their ethics. I've been reading some things about seizing their clients' money because they need the liquidity, and I just don't feel safe about that. I really honestly don't feel safe about the credit union thing too, but it's probably a little better bet. That's why once it goes in my bank, the money that does, is probably just going to go in my hands. So Yeah, just remember with this economy, there's going to be companies still around. Stock market's always going to be around. It ain't going nowhere. The prices will go, but might be some really good buying opportunities. Just remember. Um, yeah, that's all I have on this video. Hope it helped you guys out. Just a lot I've been thinking, I've been doing. I go around walking, I kind of get in touch with nature and think, and definitely kind of nervous about this. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't. But I think a lot of us are nervous about this. I think it's what really I try to help people out. Sit down with your spouse, or whoever you really trust in your family. Come up with a game plan, man. Just write stuff down. Think about what you want to really do. What are your goals? What cars do you want to drive? Do you want a bunch of cars? Do you want a big Jay Leno garage? Do you want a really huge house? Do you, want a modest house? I only want like a decent little size house. There's a car I really want. It's the original Datsun 240Z. Nothing crazy. I probably don't spend 20 or 30 grand on one. I probably don't spend a little over 100 grand on the house I want. If I have $1 million or two, whatever, I don't care. I'm not going for a mansion. For one, I don't want the huge maintenance costs. I don't want the I don't want the taxes. I don't want the upkeep. Really don't need all that. I just don't. So it just doesn't make any sense, in my position to do that. There's people I want to help out. There's donations I want to. People, God. Yeah. There's people I want to help. There's places I want to donate to. That's going to bring me ultimately more satisfaction than, 4 or 5 cars and diamond rings and, 8 trips out of the country in a year. Like, I don't care about that. But yeah, just stay humble. Remember, there's going to be a lot more to come. So I know this is called the moass, but just remember where you came from, and remember when you press that sell button, wherever it's at, or whatever times you do, just remember whatever money that's in there is a hell of a lot more than what you walked in with. And it took you about 1.5 years to get there, which in the grand scheme of things is probably a huge percentage gain. So just chill back. If you don't want to put any more money in there, just hold on. Hang on, take care of your family, make sure you do what you need to do. So I'll talk to you guys next one. Peace.